welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley, your host for today's segment. We're in Florence covering the Oregon Coast Economic Summit, and my guest is Mayor Brean from the city of Yachats. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
You mentioned earlier that you have been here for 3 years in a row. How's this summit benefiting your city? What keeps you coming back?
Well, our local Senator Arnie Roblin put this on, and his experience both as a representative and as a senator told him that there was some value in getting together the influences that have some bearing on the coast. So working with the Coastal Caucus and the legislature, he came up with this idea of bringing together various movers and shakers and people who are interested in understanding of coastal issues to just get together and talk. We were in the middle of the recession, and economic issues were of importance to everybody. So we thought it was a good idea to bring those influential people together, see what kinds of solutions we could come up with and ideas we could share.
Well, now moving ahead into the 4th year, how has your community benefited from your participation in this?
Well, it's given me a number of connections and faces to put with ideas and people that I can talk to help guide us through any issues that we come up with. Like every other community, there are things that we need to do.
It is a great networking opportunity. There are more than 300 people at the event.
Yeah. There are elected people from the state level, and as well as 3 congressmen, and U.S. Senator Merkley was here yesterday to speak with us. Various heads of the departments are here, as well as county commissioners and elected city officials as well. Lots of people with lots of experience.
And this year's theme is emergency preparedness. Do you feel that Yachats is as ready as it needs to be in the event of a disaster?
I don't know that we'll ever be as ready as we need to be. You know, we're a coastal community, and as a consequence, Cascadia subduction zone event is going to have a significant effect on us. There's no way to get around that. We're doing what we can to be, we're certified tsunami ready. I don't think nobody's is really ever tsunami ready. When the tsunami comes, it's going to be devastating. But we're doing the best we can to sort of stay ahead of it and have plans for dealing with the immediacy of the event and hopefully a quick recovery afterward.
And besides being mayor, you have a second hat that you wear where you're in charge of the Oregon cities. And what do you do in that role?
Yeah, I'm the president of the board of the League of Oregon Cities, and that organization is designed around the very idea that communities like mine and even larger communities are all dealing with the same issues. And with a common voice, then we have more power to discuss those needs. You know, most of the citizens of this state, or any state for that matter, live in those cities. And it doesn't matter what the size of the city is, you've got to provide water and sewer facilities and so forth. There's a lot of things that can happen at the state legislature that can negatively affect cities. There are also lots of things that can happen that can positively affect cities. So by getting together and having a common voice, then we exercise some influence on the legislature and hopefully provide some positive outcomes for our citizens.
And one last question, we're running out of time. What's your top priority for the upcoming legislative session?
We're concerned about tax reform. The current property tax system in Oregon is pretty broken, and if you ask any community, they're dealing with it. So we're trying to get some help in fixing that.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Mayor Brean from Yachats. I'm Dana Cowley. Thanks for watching Charter Local Edition Northwest.